ant chat. We start in half an hour after a bit of feeding in the multi-species tank. See you there. Hey there guys and girls, only 15 minutes left of this feeding before the interview starts. See you there. Sorry, we're just waiting for the camera to come back. 1 second. And we're back. I really do apologise for that. Oh, come. I will be getting it working. It will work. You know what I did then? I got it all working, and then I closed the program which makes it work. That's just the sort of thing I do, I suppose, isn't it? Now we're good as gumdrops. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Picnic Table live chat episode 3. I believe it's 3. I'm afraid Aesthetic Ant isn't going to be with us tonight as he's unwell. Let's just be honest, he's unwell and not able to make the stream. But that's fine. So you've got me, I'm afraid, for the next couple of hours or however long you last. If you want to go back to the tank, just shout in the comments tank, and I'll get rid of my ugly mug and we'll go back to the tank. So we've got a few things to talk about, a few exciting things to talk about. As you can see, the website is up and running. That literally went live at midnight-ish last night. There's been a few, not teething issues, but what's the word? Spelling mistakes and things like that. I'm just going to say welcome to everyone in the chat. We've got loads of people and antics, the Ant Lady, Wacky Ant-Man, Dave's Ants, Ant Ramblings, Anti Matters, Jazz was here, Gecko Ants, just hello everyone, Mark, Ants England, David, just absolutely everyone. Welcome to all. So thank you for turning up and being here. Where was I? Right, yeah. So yeah, the website went live last night. We've had a few spelling mistakes and that sort of thing. So if you see anything on the website that is spelt incorrectly, blame it on me doing it at like 2 a.m. in the morning, most mornings and whatnot. Just send me a little message like, oh, this is a little mistake, and I'll sort it out. But yeah, there's some cool features. We're going to go through that in a minute. But to start with, we're going to go through the winners of the International Annual Ant Keeping Awards. Go get that right. And to do that, we're actually going to look on the website because it's all right there in front of me. So this year, we just stuck with the one category. In the end, it was the best ant shop of 2001. I'll bring that up for you. There we go. So the best ant shop of 2001. Let's start with, we're going to change England to the UK. That was my mistake. It is actually the whole of the UK that covers. So first prize actually went to the Ant Lady. Now I'm going to say first, second and third were so close between them. We had hundreds and hundreds of people vote, send me emails, send me surveys back. It was absolutely brilliant, the response I got. And it was so close between them until literally I counted every vote. I had no idea who was going to win. It was that close. But the Ant Lady actually come first. So well done to the Ant Lady. Well, as we all know, she's got a brilliant shop. The Ant Lady is absolutely fantastic. She's a lovely lady, and she's helped me massively throughout the last year bringing up this channel. So it's absolutely brilliant to say to her she's been voted by the people best ant shop in the UK. Secondly, we've got Ants Davy. Now, Ants Davy is yet again a brilliant shop. We all know Ants Davy. What else is there to say? He's a brilliant guy. I've tried to get him on the show, but he's just so busy all the time. He has not got time. He has said if he gets a chance, he will look into it, but it's just not something that he's possible to do at the moment, which is a shame, but we will survive. But well done, Ants Davy, for coming second in the UK. And third, but definitely not least, is Ant Antics. And now we all know Ant Antics. He's been on the stream. He's a really great guy, and he's done a lot of amazing things to put the whole ant keeping community. He's also going to be putting on AntCon, which are all absolutely going nuts for. We can't wait to go see what he's got planned at AntCon. But obviously, you need to keep tuning into his website and buy your tickets to see what actually happens on the day itself. So well done, those three, for winning. I will be sending out certificates. I've said that obviously this year it's not a massive awards ceremony like I would like it to be. In the future, I am hoping it will take off, involve a lot more, like hundreds of thousands of surveys coming back, everyone around the world sort of thing. And we can actually say that you were voted by absolutely everyone. Because at this point, yeah, it's a high number, but it's not a vast majority of the ant keeping community yet. Yes, 2001, I said 2001. 2021, sorry, it does say that on the screen. It's probably me. I'm still operating on just a couple of hours sleep, to be honest. I'm very tired, so I'll probably make mistakes throughout everything. 2021, I apologize for that. So yeah, well done to those three. Wakushi, you were actually really close as well. I'm not going to go through the whole list because I've sworn to secrecy that I'm not going to go into all of that because it will just cause issues. But so let's move on to the next country, which is the USA. So in first place, oh no, before we move on, yeah, so I'm sending you all out a certificate, either gold, silver, or bronze, obviously, on what place you came. You can show it off if you want to show it off, if you feel it's worth some kind of value. You were voted by quite a vast majority of people. So it is, you know, it is what it is. And I'd be quite proud of myself if I got voted up there. So it's up to you if you want to show it off. But moving on, the USA, we have Tar Heel Ants came first. We all know Tar Heel Ants, absolutely brilliant products. I've even got some myself from my European honeypots, and there's not much better for honeypots, I'd say, on the market than the Tar Heel nests. They're kind of, they're really well suited, and like just the things he does are absolutely brilliant, you know, and he's really helping out the USA market. So well done to Tar Heel Ants for coming first place. Obviously they'll get a certificate as well. In second place we have My Antics. Now it's not a shop that I've used myself yet, which is a shame, but I definitely will. Now I've seen this, I'll put in an order. I'm quite, you know, I'm open to try anyone. But yeah, it's not one I know a lot about, I'll be honest. But well done to My Antics for winning second place in the whole of the USA. And that's the whole of the USA. That's like everywhere. Quite a large place. Madness it is, madness. And now the third one, I'm never going to say this right, is Arthropod Antics. Well done, Arthropod Antics. You came third place in the whole of the USA. That's pretty insane in my opinion. Like, that's a lot of people, and there were a lot of votes in the USA as well. Arthropod Antics is actually coming on to the picnic table. I want to double check this, but I believe on Sunday. Just let me flick through the pages of my work notebook thing, bookie book. Yeah, so on 13th, Sunday the 13th, we are going to have arthropods, whatever. We'll have him coming on the show. He's absolutely amazing. He's a really nice guy to talk to as well. We've been talking a bit recently. Hey, a big Ross, thank you for signing on, buddy. Yeah, we've been talking a bit recently, and he seems really amazing. If you've seen his videos as well, he's got some stunning colonies. His honeypot colonies, leaf cutter colonies, sorry. His leaf cutter colony was just absolutely phenomenal in its size. It was taking up like 4 or 5 outworlds, 3 or 4 nests. It was just ridiculous. You really want to check out that. In fact, I've got a review video. If you go into my previous videos, you can do that on the website as well. It's got a feature I'll show you in a minute that you can check out all my previous videos via YouTube. Yeah, so I've got a review video on his leaf cutter colony. I think it came out last week actually. Check that out. It's seriously amazing. And then he's coming on Sunday, so that's going to be really cool as well. We can talk to him and possibly even see his colony there and then. I hope so. I'm going to ask him. I'll try. I'll see what I can do for us. So that is the USA. Well done, those three. They will get certificates and emails and everything as well, so that they know that they won. God, because I don't think they're going to be on these streams. Now, moving on to Canada, we actually only had 2 shops voted for in Canada, but there was quite a substantial amount of votes again. In first place, we know them and we love them, Paul Moore Ant Shop. They've been on the stream before. Welcome in, Goat Gang. Thank you for joining in on Twitch. So yeah, we've got Paul Moore in first place. We've had them on the stream before. They were absolutely fantastic when I interviewed them. They're doing amazing things for the ant community over in Canada. I wanted to say America because it's all kind of one big thing to me, but Canada is separate apparently. Until one takes over the other. We'll wait and see. But But they did really amazing to come first place. They actually, like I say, they had a substantial amount of votes coming from Canada, which again shocked me because I never expect to see things come from Canada. It was like the other day when someone tuned in from Japan. It just blew my mind. I was like, what? Japan? Okay, cool. So in second place, we have the Canada Ant Colony. Now, again, I've never used the Canada Ant Colony. It is one I've heard about, and they are supposed to be really good. So well done to them for coming second place. They say they both received a substantial amount of votes, but Paul Moore did get more in the end. So that's why they got first place in Canada. But well done, both of those ant shops. Again, I'll be sending certificates and emails to them so that they can display that if they want to. I believe Paul Moore have already made an announcement and a little post saying that they came first in Canada. So that's pretty cool. And moving on to Finland, we only had one ant shop for Finland, and that was Ants of Europe. They actually got quite a few votes as well, which surprised me. Basically, everyone from Finland voted for Ants of Europe. But that's really cool. They can't be doing a bad job. And on the survey, I actually asked why you voted for them. It's a little bit late to vote, Ross, I'm afraid, but we'll be doing another vote towards the end of this year, moving on into January, so that we can do another ceremony in the start of February next year, covering this year. Yeah, Goat Gang, Ant Lady, that's some of my Twitch following, just to stop any confusion. So if you hear me say hello, Goat Gang, it's just because I've got Twitch followers coming on that you can't see because you're on YouTube. I am trying to get a chat bar to come up that will have both the Twitch and YouTube, but I've only managed to get one or the other at the minute. I can't connect you to, but what just happened there? So yeah, what was I saying? Ants of Europe. It's not one that I've used myself, but yeah, Big Ross, the Ant Lady, won first in the UK, so your vote kind of doesn't matter. But well done, thank you for voting. Well, I'm losing my place tonight. I'm so tired. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. I'm not going to give up. We will strive on. I'm just getting done. Right. We're back on. Right. So Ants of Europe. It's not one I've tried myself, but I'm sure they are doing a good job. Like I say, when I put the survey out, I asked for the reasons why you would vote them as your favorite ant shop as well. And some of the reasons coming back for Ants of Europe were actually real genuine. Like I would go and use them from these recommendations, you know what I mean? So really fair play to them. I'll be sending them out a certificate as well. And I'm sure by this time next year, we might actually see some of their competition up there as well. So moving on, it's okay, Big Boss. If you didn't see the survey, it's fine. We had hundreds of people get back to us with surveys and emails in the end. So moving on to the last country that I actually got entries for, and that was the Netherlands. And coming first, it's a real shame he's not here tonight because it was Aesthetic Ants. I will be sending him a certificate and an email letting him know. I'm sure he'll be over the moon with it, as I hope everybody is. And we all know him. He's got a great ant store. Quite a few people actually thought he might have been the only one doing ants in the Netherlands, but some of the other people come up with other, you know, it was quite interesting to see some of the responses. But yeah, he's a brilliant ant shop. I would highly recommend Aesthetic Ants, and it is a massive shame we can't have him on tonight. But I'm hoping he will come back on in a few weeks when he's feeling a bit better and I've got some more space on the stream. So coming in second place, like we'll have a duck race after this. How about that? We'll have a duck race just for fun. I haven't got a prize that I'm going to put in right now, but just for fun, we will have a duck race. Coming in second place in the Netherlands was Quality Ants. I have not used Quality Ants before, but judging by the comments and recommendations, they are doing a great job over there. And it's really great to see other shops popping up around Europe and kind of supporting each other, because there seems to be loads in England or the UK, but not so many in other places around the world. And it's really great to see that kind of, what's the word, stable atmosphere, if you know what I mean, that consistency, you know what I mean, what that you get from the quality ant shops, rather than necessarily going down and buying them off a backstreet dealer or something. You know what I mean? It's nice to get that quality consistency that you get from new ant shops opening up. And the last one in the Netherlands, I'm going to struggle to pronounce this. Merenderland. Merenderland? I cannot do other languages. I can barely do English, guys and girls. You know that. Like, I mean, if we started going Welsh, Mr. Welsh Ant Guy, you just get me. Too many W's and Y's. I can't even, like, it messes with my eyes. But yeah, so Mirandaland, I believe they're called. I might be pronouncing that wrong, and if I am, it's my fault completely. But well done to them. Again, the comments that I was reading, they're doing their good. They're doing their job really well. So it's great to see another great ant shop, you know what I mean, coming up with high quality recommendations. I enjoy that sort of thing. And I just got a new Twitch follower. So thank you very much, whoever that was. I haven't seen a comment yet, but thank you for subscribing, following, whatever the word is. I am just quickly having a flick through your comments because I see a million comments coming through. Yeah, we're going to have a duck race in a minute. We will have a duck race in. Everyone's going mad for a duck race. We love a good duck race on these streams. Jazz is on it already. She's chosen number 5. So we've got 13 people in the stream at the minute. I will have a look again in 2 seconds. I'm just getting the duck race up because we love a good duck race on this. Thank you, Stephanie Panda Bear, for lurking in the background and sharing to Twitter for me. That's really, really cool of you. Right, we will be having a duck race in just a minute. Right, we currently have 14 people in the chat. If you want to be involved, press shout out a number. First comes, first serve. There is no prize for this. This is just for fun. We're going to have a 2-minute duck race. Go back to that one. So make sure you've got a number. So we've got everyone's picking a number. Jazz at 5, Antimatter's at 6. Everyone remember your number because I'm not going to write it down because there's no prize. If there's a prize, I'll write it down. But as there's no prize and it's not that serious, just remember your own number. And we will see who wins. But good luck, everyone. We've got a great little selection of ducks there. If you look at their little hats, we've got a policeman duck, we've got like a princess duck, scholar duck, maybe even a king duck over there, and possibly a Roman duck. I quite like the looks of, who do I reckon? Green duck. He stands out from the crowd. Oh, we've got a red duck as well. I'm going to say the green duck stands out from the crowd, and I quite like the looks of that one. But I'm not going to be involved at all. If you haven't chosen your number, you've got about 10 seconds. 5, 4, ready, steady, here we go. Right, this will go on for about 2 minutes. So we'll let this go and then we'll have a little flick through the website as well. But yeah, well done to all the winners, the ant shops who came first, second and third in their respective countries. That's absolutely amazing. I'm really happy to basically give you these awards and announce it that, you know, I'm really, really over the moon for all of you. And if you didn't come high on the list, there's always next year. You know what I mean? We will get more votes next year and it will change. So don't be offended. Like I say, it might have been different if I had more votes come in. You know what I mean? My God. I'll sleep tonight. I've actually promised myself I'm going to go to bed by 1 o'clock latest. But as always, I've got things I want to get done. But if you haven't checked out the website, give it a little look. Sign up for the members area. And if you want, sign up to the subscription thing as well, and you'll get sent a free newsletter via email every month. Just you get like a little blog of what I've been doing. You get a bit of news updates of what's going on in the ant keeping community. And then you get like a little nuptial flight news of basically all the nuptial flights that have been going on lately. Not much lately because it's middle of winter, but there has been some. Winter ants have been flying basically. So that's quite cool. So all of that's in the newsletter that's just gone out. If you sign up, you'll get out the next one. And also, don't forget to check out the subscription thing. I think it's really cool. It's definitely worth having a little look at. Let me know what you think. I have noticed that people are signing. I'm going to shut up. Like 6, 5, 4. Here we go. 7's making a run for it. 3's coming up. No, 7. 7's got it. Oh, and 7 was the ant lady by the looks of it. Well done, ant lady. You're winning everything tonight. Well done. So that was a duck race for you. We'll probably have plenty of them tonight because you just got me, and I like duck races. You know what I'm like. What was I even saying? God. Right, yeah, right. So let's check out the website a bit more. Like I say, if you haven't checked that out yet, give it a little look. I won't be offended if you don't like it or if you point out anything that's wrong, because I'm sure there's plenty on here that's wrong. Because you know what I'm like. I just I storm through and get things done and then find out the mistakes afterwards. But yeah, so you get the newsletter if you sign up to the subscription thing. We'll go via that one, and then you can sign up there to actually get into the members area where we've got a forum. And on the forum, it's actually really cool. There's general chat where there's actually people chatting and whatnot, and you can ask general questions or just talk to other ant keepers, whatever you want in there. Frequently asked questions, we're going to fill that with all the general stuff that ant keepers get stuck with. You know what I mean, all the frequently asked questions. Shops by location. Now that is going to be worldwide. I'm hoping to better the list that I got sent of all the ant shops in the different countries, basically. So you can click on there, say you're in China. I hopefully will have a list of shops in China. If we go on that one quickly. There we go, verified European ant shops, verified Canadian, USA, and UK. So I'm going to build on that and hopefully get countries all around the world. So this will be like the best place to look for the recommended shops around the world. And if you obviously won, the ant keeping awards, then obviously your name's going to be on there. But I have got extras on there as well. It's not just the ones that won the awards. Wakushi just realized I was watching the video. Bless you. Yeah, it is live. I didn't. Right. Right. So where are we? So community events news. Again, you're going to get loads of stuff that you can put in there. If you see something, if you want to make an announcement, like you've just, I don't know, just had an awesome colony made or delivered to you. I don't know. Let me know about it, basically. Post it there so I can see, everyone else can see, and we can all be really awesome about it. Nuptial flight news, that kind of speaks for itself. It's going to be all the nuptial flight reports that I can gather, anyone can gather, just stick it in there. And care guides, obviously, you know what care guides is. That's going to be filled up real soon with care guides for so many different species, which are being created now. They're starting to look really cool. We've messed about with the formatting and the layout and things like that, but they look cool really at the minute. So that's what's going to be in there. And there's going to be more stuff added to the forum as it gets larger. You know what it's like. That is your start, basically. I will say it might well be lagging just simply because my computer's doing like 4 different things at the moment, and it's my fault. Just blame me for the lag. And if there's anything in the chat that I'm missing because I'm doing this, then I will read it back in a minute. Right, so what else have we got? We've got latest content. Again, that's, like I say, you can check out all my latest content that's on YouTube. It's being super slow. Let's go to the home page, see if that works. We'll just give it a minute to load. Right, hang on. I'm just going to exit that. I'll just exit it because it's going to make the stream lag so much. Yeah, everyone in the chat is saying it's starting to lag, so that's my fault. And yeah, well, I'm getting a lot of updates saying like things are happening and whatnot. That's why it's just doing so many different things. Sorry, I do apologize for the lag. So basically, what else have we got on the website? I'll just talk you through it. I can talk you through it. We got the forum. We've talked about the forum, haven't we? We've talked about the ant keeping awards. You can check out all the ant keeping awards, who won it, and all of that lot on the website. There's the subscription service. Now, I didn't want to become like an ant shop like everyone else. I will be selling some items on the website, but I'm not really there to compete with all the other ant shops. What I'm doing is a subscription service. So for a set price every month, you will receive over the course of the year 3 ant colonies, nests and outworlds and foods, merchandise, a fact file and loads of fact sheets to go in it. Just absolutely loads of stuff. Basically, you need to check out the subscription to have a full look at what you're going to get. But it's absolutely loads of stuff, well over the value of 180 quid, well over the value. And obviously it just gets sent straight to your door every month. Easy as that. It's £15 a month at the moment, Ants England. If you check it out on the website, it's the only subscription on there at the moment. I will be looking to expand it and put in like exotic one and whatever, you know, it will be going further. It's already happening. It's in the process. This is what I've got right now, sort of thing. I've already sorted these ants. So yeah, if you subscribe to that, you over the course of the year, you'll get sent the 3 ants, care guides, walkthroughs on what to do with the ants. Because that will play into when you get the nest. It will tell you when to put them into the nest and what you should have done before putting them into the nest. And obviously not sending the nest at the same time as sending the ants is great because it means they have to keep them in the test tube. So it's like it's enforcing that patience, if you know what I mean. It's kind of helping them learn the best way to do it. So it's keeping them in that test tube. Then you get sent a nest, then you'll get sent like another ant colony, then you get something else. And with every month you get merchandise, you get more sheets for the fact file, you get more stuff every month, as well as all the ants and stuff like that. I'm not going to go into specifics on the stream. If you want specifics, I'll email you later, Ants England, strictly because I can't be asked to go through everything in complete detail, to be honest. There's so much that you're going to get. It's craziness. So yeah, check that out. Give it a little looky look and send me an email or message if you want further details. The shop will be going live as well, probably next week. And like I say, it's not going to be a lot. It's basically just going to be the products that you could get in the box, but you could buy them individually at a set price, you know what I mean? So it's just because I've got the products there, I may as well sell them as well. Mainly merchandise of myself because I'm awesome and you all want to buy merchandise. Yeah, we'll stick with that. So yeah, there's going to be the shop going live. Check that out when it does. It's if you want something, you can get it, you know. And then we've got the newsletter. I talked to you about the newsletter. So I've got a list in front of me of things that I can talk to you about because obviously Aesthetic Ants couldn't make it tonight. I quickly just wrote down a list of things to talk to you about. And yeah, there's the live feed. So it shows all the like past content. Yes, there will be hats. If you want a hat like this, I can tell you where to get one. Hayat's Games coming in from Twitch. If you want a hat like this, Ants England, I can tell you where to get one. It's actually from the Hive gaming community, who is a good friend of mine, and he's never like supported me fully, but while setting things up like my Twitch, the website and things like that. He's been really, really helpful because of his knowledge. We're quite good friends, so I just send him a message and he'll tell me anything I need to know in great detail. He's so knowledgeable. But yeah, Hive gaming community, absolutely brilliant community. They do like memes and gaming and so many different things. It's getting massive, so really fair play to him. And I love wearing his hat and kind of advertising to him a little bit on these streams. I mean, he doesn't pay me at all, don't get me wrong, it's not that sort of deal. It's just I love what he does and he likes what I do, so yeah. And he does actually support some ant stuff, but not me. Someone else got in there first. But I like the fact he supports that ant channel community in general. So yeah, we got the live feed. You can actually watch this. I'm pretty sure you can be watching this on the website now instead of having to log in via YouTube or Twitch, because we've got the latest content thing. It comes up as a live feed, I'm pretty sure. But someone needs to check that out for me and let me know if it works or not, because if it doesn't work, I will make it work, because it's just another meeting point that everyone can come in on. And that's about it for the website, but definitely check it out. There's loads of features and loads more coming over the next week or so. And that brings us to the next thing. If you want to check that out, you should also check out Discord. We're at like 80 something members, 81, I don't know, 80 something members. When we reach 100, the big changes come into Discord. We're adding in lots of emojis, we're adding in some new channels. Lots of fun things are going to happen all over the Discord server. So if you haven't join now, because it's going to get really awesome really fast, with some more competitions and stuff as well, I'm hoping. So what else have I got going on? I've had loads going on in the actual Ant Corner itself. I've been doing all of this and been telling you about everything else, but we haven't actually talked about my ants. Ants and pets. My Twitch link is actually, I can't remember it, but if you just look up Ants on the Rock on Twitch, I'm the only one. And there's not many ant guys on Twitch either, so I'm fairly easy to find. What was I saying? Yeah, quite a lot's going on in the Ant Corner itself at the moment. Should we go back to the tank? I keep looking at it thinking that's a lot of ants. I want to show you off my ants, but you're kind of looking at me. So my Mesa Barbarus, if you've been following, I had that nightmare of a day where the queen was out in the outworld wandering about. So I stuck in a new test tube to see if that's what it was. Something was wrong in the old test tube. She moved into it straight away, so I kind of left her to it. A few hours later, I come back. She's still back in the outworld again. What am I going to do? So she actually ended up in a corner area. So I kind of moved the test tubes so that there was 2 test tubes, like, where are we? Like that. And she was up there. So basically she could only go into one of the 2 test tubes if she was going to go anywhere. She went into one of the test tubes and I quickly moved it into another setup that I had quickly made. It was like, it's one of those Ants Canada Outworld things. Now, I don't overly buy Ants Canada products, but I got sent them by a good friend of mine saying he doesn't need them anymore. Do I want them? So I bought them. And yeah, they're fairly good, but a little bit annoying for some things as well. But good for what I purposed this for. I filled it with substrate and all my normal stuff. I made it a bioactive setup for my Mesa Barbarus. Moved in the queen, moved in a few workers. I got rid of all of the seeds and everything. Bye, Ant Lady. Got rid of all of the seeds and everything that were in the outworld and test tubes, just anything that was in the previous setup, I got rid of it apart from the ants. And then I moved them into the new setup. They seem to be doing fine. They all moved into the test tubes, started collecting seeds. I was really happy with that. Now, if you've seen the short that I released, they started digging. I'll come back one day and I looked and they were taking seeds out of the test tube, walking them across the outworld section and into a little hole. The queen, I think, is already moved in. All the eggs and larvae have already been moved. So they've dug themselves a nest, which is literally what I wanted to happen. It's really cool. Now, the thing that Ants Canada products have is like their expansion ports are halfway up the back of the tank. Yeah, see you later, everyone that's leaving. Right, so yeah, the expansion ports are in the back of the tank. So what I've done is I've filled up way past that level. When they reach that, it means that the nest is at a quite a good level, if you know what I mean. So I'm getting so tired. I'm sorry. So when the nest is at a big size, they will reach the expansion ports. That's when I can put on an extra nest that they will then go and nest into there. The other outworld will be expansion port will be connected to a second outworld. That's better. Oh my god, I'm sorry, messing up all over the place. But how's everyone else doing? What seems to be the hush on Ants Canada? I'm picking up he's not liked. See, Ants Canada is all right, but he's a bit of I know it's more his ethics, if you know what I mean. Some of the things about him. I like Ants Canada, but I don't like the fact he doesn't get involved in the community and things like that. It's just a bit of a shame. But there's nothing wrong with Ants Canada, really. I'm just looking at the chat. We lost a lot of people because of the lag, I think. Sorry about that, everyone, if it's lagging and stuff. What's the lag right now? Is it much better? Yeah, I'm not too concerned. We will carry on. I'm still here. Everyone else is still here. We'll go over to the tank in a minute, though. Have I still got? Oh, I've still got a coffee. It's gone cold. It's got that kind of grey, kind of milky skin on top. It's very cold. But, oh, good, no lag. So it's sorted itself out. It's because basically, whilst everyone was signing up to the website, it just kept pinging and pinging and pinging, and that's been making it lag. And obviously showing you the website at the same time. Yeah, that's not the best. But that's what we got to deal with. Oh. He was okay, but gone to massive fight. Yeah, that's the main issue, wasn't it, Dave's Ants? When Ants Canada did that 8 colonies or whatever it was, I did a review video on it. 8 colonies in one outworld. That's basically when I lost. But to be honest, I lost interest before that. It's like it's the style of videos is so dramatic and oh my god, guys, this and that, and I need your help with this and that. And it's like, stop clickbaiting me, man. Just tell me what you're doing with your ants. Tell me what's gone wrong, because I know you've had like issues that you're not. You know what I mean? I don't feel like you're getting a proper story with them. You kind of just get a dramatized version of things. But I'm not saying he's bad or he does bad content. The content he does is far better than mine. Nothing compared to Ants Canada. But it is what it is. I think a lot of smaller YouTubers don't really like him. It's not a jealousy thing. I'm pretty sure it's not a jealousy thing. I am gonna. I don't know if it's gonna work. We'll see if it works. Yeah, it works better now. We got the didgeridoo and the diddly-doo. Dooba-dooba-doo. Pardon me. This is what I wanted to show. So we got the gallery. It's connected to my Instagram. So everything that goes up on Instagram comes up on the gallery here. It's not going to load because it's super slow. Oh, it is loading. There you go. Everything that goes up on Instagram is on the gallery. So that's really handy. Those two are connected. The team. You can meet the team. And no pictures, I'm afraid. You know everyone. There's me, there's Stein, there's Ted. Do you know Ted? No one's met Ted yet or seen or heard from Ted. Ted's sort of like behind the scenes. He does the Instagram, but Ted's awesome. And we also have J-Man as well. J-Man helps on the side of Twitch, but he's not on here yet, so I need to edit that. That's not very nice, is it? Not being in. And it's making it lag again. I've noticed it's making it lag again. It's rubbish when it does that, isn't it? Right, I am sorting that very soon. It's because what I was planning to do was sort out the broadband, and in the end, I started the website. We got the Ant Keeping Awards. We've seen the Ant Keeping Awards. Here's the monthly subscription boxes. I've also done this little drop-down tab, subscription descriptions. I'm going to change that because that's really hard to say. Subscription breakdown or something like that. But it will tell you roughly what you're going to get over the course of the year. Every month is slightly different. Some months you'll get loads, some months you won't get as much, but that is obviously how you spread the cost over the year. You will get way more than the value of what you pay for it, so don't worry about that. It is well worth it, in fact. And if you want more details, just press that, and it will send me, it will send me an email. And I will get that on my little business email, and I will send you a better breakdown. But like I say, it is slightly subject to change, apart from most of it will be the same. You know what I mean. My God. So there will be obviously the shop coming to it as well. I'm going to have a mini roll in a second. I hope no one minds. There will be the shop coming to it as well, which is going to be super cool. But like I say, I'm just going to be selling the sorts of things that. Oh, I dropped it. I'm going to be selling the sort of things that would be in the boxes anyway. So like I say, there's going to be different ant colonies on there. Not many different ants. You'll see the different ants that I'm getting. And you'll be like, oh, okay. But they're going to be nice and cheap. And they come with a care guide and a little walkthrough. And I think that's a bit different, you know. Right, that's how you eat a whole mini roll in like a few seconds. Welsh Ant Guy, yes, on the news and events page, basically is where everything like that's going to go. Meets, events. If you've got something going on, go in the forum, post it yourself. If it's worth it, I'll make sure it goes on the newsletter and the news and events page on the website. And that, like I say, it just covers those bases. And the newsletter's free, so why not sign up to it? It's just a bit of extra reading. I know it went out at the start of the month, obviously on the first of the month. It goes out every month. And one of the someone who got it just said they sat on the toilet and read it. It was their reading material whilst they were on the toilet. Yeah, fair enough. We're in the modern age. We all sit on the toilet using our phones. We'd be lost without our phones on the toilet, wouldn't we? What would we do? Sit there bored. Read the back of shampoo. That's what we did before phones. Shampoo bottle. Yeah. And that was the life back when I was young. I was never young, really. Right, I'm going to put you back on the tank because my ugly mug is going to break the camera. I meant to have a shave today, but I've just been so busy, like, haven't had a chance. Right, here we go. There we go. Boy. Quite a few ants over there at the moment. Hang on. It will focus. There we go. Yeah, that looks all right, doesn't it? Quite a few ants there. So what I did see whilst I was out, what day was it? What day is it today? Wednesday. So when I was out, hello Crazy Antics, thank you for signing in. when I was out just yesterday or Monday, I can't even remember what day it is. I honestly, I had like 2 hours sleep and then I got up and went off again. So bear with me. Um, Monday or Tuesday, whenever I was out, wherever I was doing a thing at a place, you know what it's like. Um, I saw wild Blasius niger running about. Now, to me, that is way too early. They shouldn't be out. I've been saying it for weeks that my colonies are starting to wake up early, and that goes to show wild colonies are as well. Round here, it has started warming up. I actually walked around in my normal, in just a vest that you saw me in a minute ago. That's what I've been wearing all day. I haven't even worn a coat or hoodie or anything. It's madness. So, yeah, that's good, bad, ugly, somewhere in the middle. I'm not really sure, but it's not a great sign, is it? Not a great sight at all. Um, whilst we're here, let's talk a little about Answer Us. Answer Us have been supporting this stream now for a little while. Um, and by that I mean they're actually supporting this stream. Answer Us have supported me massively, and in particular, the picnic table stream. Um, if you haven't checked out Answer Us yet, check him out. He's got so many different ants, like the ant lady. Um, Brilliant store. He's come on the stream the other day. He's a really nice guy, cares a lot about his ants, really putting in the effort. So check out Answer Us if you haven't seen him already. But really, I want to just say a massive thank you to him for supporting the picnic table live stream, because it's awesome and it means it's getting better. I also want to say a massive thank you to my other Patreon supporters. We have Andy Matters here in the chat with us. Thank you so much, buddy, for signing up with my Patreon. It does obviously help me out massively to be able to put some money back into the streams and make them better. Thank you to Kevin Rodderson for supporting me for a very long time now. He's been a Patreon supporter of mine. And he's also been a great friend and a great help. So thank you very much to Kevin. And obviously Jason Walker. We all know Jason. He's been on the stream several times and he's always welcome to come back. He's a great guy, great friend, and he has some awesome ants and he loves to talk about them. So yeah, thank you again to Jason for supporting me on Patreon as well. And I'm hoping to have some more Patreon supporters to talk to you about next time. Because I think something just happened, but I'm not going to check my emails now because it will mess things up. Who can see that beetle over in the corner? Right, so that the liquid feeder stuff, that is just getting absolutely smashed down. They're going through like 2 or 3 bottles a day at the moment, but it's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Well, we know they were going through it fast before, but now they're really going through it. There's so many ants in there at the minute. It's good. But yeah, there's that little beetle having a go, trying to have a go. Should we have a little look around the tank? I'm afraid I didn't clean all the glass. I just cleaned the area that you were going to be peering through because I've had no time today. Every time I've tried to sit down and do nothing, I've had like an email or a message saying you misspelt this or this needs doing, and I'm like, right on that now. So I've been quite busy, but that's what I expected. That's what I wanted. It's good. So yeah, I just didn't have time to clean all the glass in the tank. But let's have a little look round. This way we have the icepod log, icepod corner, whatever you want to call it. And there is tons of icepods there. That's where the beetles live in that log. I'll turn off the ring light because that's ridiculous. We've got the nest of the Polyraphis dives. Huge nest, keeps getting bigger all the time. And their highway, which runs across the length of the tank. Now, I did cut back the other day, actually. I don't think I've shown you all since. We zoom out, back down to the front. We can go like this. And that's the driftwood, which also that I would love to hide in. They dig under the big rocks here as well. I feed them in two spots because there's so many of them. There's loads of isopods, loads of ants, and loads of pretty much everything in there now. It's pretty awesome. Always something going on. And the crabs have been molting as well. So I think one of the adult crabs actually molted in front of my eyes because I looked in the pond. I'll take you over there in a bit, maybe. I looked in the pond and there was sort of like, you could see the shell, they kind of look hollow, look a bit faded. You can tell the difference basically, but only half of it was like that, and the other half was sort of looking at me. Now I looked again later, and one of the big crabs was just moving off away from it. So I think I actually watched it in mid-molt. That was pretty cool. No, I'm saying the big crabs because the size of the molt, it can't have been the babies, could it? It was like an adult-sized crab, but I didn't think they were going to molt again. So I need to continue to research these vampire crabs. There's not an awful lot about them. Yeah, it is starting to get a bit better, the information on the internet, but it's not great yet. Not great. So yeah, I need to check if they continue to molt when they're at like full size, because that's the key bit of information. You know what I mean? But we got all sorts happening in the ant corner at the minute. I am running slightly behind on everything, as you'd probably have guessed. I'll catch up in a day or two. I always do. But who've we still got here then? Everyone give me a little hello if you're there watching. And we'll probably have another duck race. So we've got Antimatters and Jazz so far. And I believe Dave's Ants is still here. Crazy Antics might be. We've got Ants England. We've apparently got 9 people watching, but I don't know. Doesn't matter. Let's go use my inhaler quickly, so I'm muting again. We got Antics here still going. I like that. Still here, just been doing ant stuff. That's the life. Lurking and working. Yeah, I like that. Lurking and working. I'm going to use that one, in fact. Although when I say it, it sounds kind of weird. Lurking and working. Yeah, that sounds kind of like I need a trench coat and a hat. So we got 9 people in at a minute. I'm going to put. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? 4, 5. Well, I'm gonna say 6 ducks, right? So everyone, we're gonna go for 1 minute. We don't need a stupidly long duck race, do we? All right. So we've got Ants England at 1, Jazz at 5, Antimatters at 6, Ants Antics at 3. So that leaves 4 and 2 for anyone that wants to claim it. If you want to, 4 is gone to Ant Ramblin, so all that's left is number 2. Roman duck. Anyone want to take the Roman duck? Don't have to take him home, doesn't have to sleep in your bed, just has to go down the river and hopefully win you nothing. But if no one wants to claim it, we are about to start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now, I quite like the look of Scholar Duck. Scholar Duck's got it for me. Who's that? Number 5, Jazz. Oh, well, there you go, Jazz. Number 2, I told you, Roman Duck is on it. He's like, well, if no one's going to vote for me. Yeah, oh, he's dropping back. Number 6 is coming up on the side. So everyone else is kind of held steady. Number 2 ran like hell, and now he's knackered. Now, the Romans could march like 30 miles in a day, and then they'd set up a new camp pretty much every day. Dave Zant says, no number 8, I'm afraid. You're number 2. Dave Zant, you're number 2. Yeah, they would... Oh, go on. Roman duck, yeah, well done, Dave Zant. Right at the last second. They would march like 30 miles a day and set up a camp at the end of the day. And it's pretty intense, but, you know. Fair play to the Romans. I could probably do that. But what they would do is they'd actually send ahead the engineers before they sent the main force as such. And that way, when they got there, the fort is almost already built. They weren't necessarily build a whole fort. It was more of a small barrier between their campsite and the outside wilderness. But let's not get too much into Romans right now, because we're looking at ants. Don't forget, on the 16th, we have open mic night. So if you want to jump on stream and have a little chat, advertise something, talk about something, and you're more than welcome to send me a message either before or during the stream. And I'll give you the invite so you can join. It'll be great fun. We'll have loads of people on. And not long after that, we're actually having a YouTuber night where I should have quite a few of us fellow ant YouTubers here, all chatting together, having a really nice random chat for you. Answering your questions as they come in, hopefully. So that's exciting, isn't it? Excuse me. Now, because it is just me, Tom, could you not find ant race? Oh, I know. I've been looking so hard for an ant race. If you can find one, we will do ant races. But I can't get an ant race at the minute. I'll message them and see if they'll make one specifically for us, but I can't promise. But I will try. But yeah, I was just saying, as it's just me tonight, I will probably call it end of the night at about 10:30. I know that's really early for me, isn't it? Really early, but to be honest, I need to make sure I can go to sleep for a little bit. The earlier I can go to sleep, the better I'll be tomorrow, and the better content will be, you know what I mean? So, man has to sleep sometimes. See if your son can make one. If your son can make one, that would be absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. You know, phenomenal. Yeah, honestly, that'd be amazing. If your son has that sort of knowledge, maybe you can pick a winning ant. Yeah, I think that's called cheating, man. How's the crab? I will talk to you about the crabs in a second. If your son has the knowledge and ability to make that sort of thing, then put them in touch with me, because there's all sorts of things I'm in the process of doing that are way out of my league, and I'm having to basically learn on the job whilst I'm doing it. What was it? I've got 19 projects that I'm working on, something like that at the minute. But yeah, like I say, I can always do with people with high skilled things like that, you know. So how is the crab? Let's see if we can have a look, shall we? 1 second. No crab at the minute. The tank is 4 foot that way and a foot that way and about 1.5 foot the other way. Is that right? 4.5. I think it's 4.5. It's over 4.5 feet. It's a fairly decent sized tank, you know. But yeah, I couldn't see any of the crabs at the minute. They're doing really well. Haven't seen any like issues, no fighting, no deaths. They eat really well. They eat the algae, the isopods, and eat leftovers chucked in a pond. I say isopods, I mean the water isopods. There's a different species of isopods that lives in the pond, along with other micro life that lives in the pond. Yeah, Jazz, I do have crabs, I'm afraid. There's there's 3 big ones and a couple of little ones living in there. They're vampire crabs. They're absolutely beautiful. They have red claws. Some of them have a red head, and some of them are just completely camouflage color. But they're really cool. I think the female is the camouflage one, and the 2 males have the red head and claws. They look really cool. They're kind of like golf ball size, would you say? Yeah, really cool. And like I say, they bred. There's 2 extra ones in there now, which have also molted and are also a decent size. But they kind of live in the tunnels around the pond. And say they feed on the algae and anything that's chucked into the pond. And they also eat a lot of the micro life, like the water isopods that live in there, which are also really handy for anything that gets chucked in there or breaking down the exoskeletons from when they molt. It's a nice cycle of life as such, if you know what I mean, going on in the pond. It's the circle of life. Yeah, I'm not singing any more of that. That's the most you get out of me singing online. I'm not getting into it. Can we see your scorpion? I'm afraid I cannot show you the scorpion, Dave Zant, simply because he's nocturnal. He comes out of his burrow probably once a week in the middle of the night when I very rarely see him. But if I can film him, I definitely will. But the likeliness of me being able to show him live on the screen. Now, he's not even in this room, to be honest. He's in a different part of the ant corner. He's in the actual ant corner, whereas this is my multi-purpose room. But yeah, I will strive to get more footage of the scorpion because I love the scorpion. He's definitely one of my favorite pets, actually. As much as I love all my ants, I really do like my scorpion. He's so cool to watch, and I've never had a scorpion. I don't think I'd ever seen a scorpion in real life until I got him or her. So to me, it's just like, it's awesome. We'll have one more duck race before I go in about 15 minutes. We'll schedule it for like 15 minutes, 10 minutes or something. We'll have a really long duck race. And then at the end of that duck race, I will call it a night. Ants England, what sort of hitchhiker? You're already calling your numbers, all right. Remember your numbers because I'm not going to remember them. What kind of hitchhikers did you find in your tank? Do you think they came in on the mosses? Where do you think they came in on? Do you want help getting rid of them? Do you want advice for future. I generally don't worry too much about hitchhikers as long as it's not mites, and then you just got to get predatory mites really fast. Some of my enclosures I've done lately, I have been using wild moss as such, wild grown moss. And yes, there is a lot of hitchhikers. I think even a spider's egg hatched in one of my enclosures because there's probably 1,000 odd like tiny little bugs running around and stuff like that. Slugs, beetles, ladybugs, and worms. Like worms are fine. Worms are really, really good. Beetles, it depends on the type of beetle, whether they could be a threat to your ants. The slugs, they will work, they can go straight through your barrier, taking it off with it. So once they do that, your ants just escape. So I get rid of slugs straight away. The worms are fine. Ladybugs are absolutely fine, but they kind of eat aphids. So I'm afraid it's probably gonna starve. Wood lice, yeah, again, don't worry about isopods because you can see right here they do completely fine. But yeah, I would definitely get rid of the slug. The ladybugs I might try and release because, like say, if you haven't got aphids, they're going to struggle to eat. The beetles I wouldn't worry unless they're a particularly aggressive carnivorous beetle. And the worms are absolutely spot on. There's tons of worms living in here, hundreds. I occasionally see the ground move, you know. Well, I say occasionally, it moves all the time. If you watch it enough, it does move. You've fallen in love with isopods. I'm actually going to have a really cool different range of isopods on my website when it goes live. So keep an eye on that, like different types and mystery boxes and things like that. You know, that sort of stuff. So keep an eye on the website. It's going to be changing a lot over the next couple of weeks, month, or whatever. What kind? I can't tell you what kind because I haven't got my list in front of me, to be honest. But there's going to be like the standard tropical greys. They're just going to be like your isopod cleanup crews. There's going to be springtail cleanup crews. There's going to be different cleanup crews. There's going to be like, I think 4 different species of isopod I've got coming, I think, to start with. But send you the lists. Possibly. So the thing is, Ants England, if I send you a list and then something gets cancelled or something changes, then you could be really disappointed, you know what I mean? So I was trying to keep everything sort of under wraps until it's in my hand, you know what I mean? So yeah, the isopods will be hopefully happening, should more than likely be happening. Oh, zebra isopods, awesome. Can wood lice escape easy? They can and they can't. They can't really climb that well, but they'll climb up the silicone in the corners, but they can't get past the barriers. So don't worry too much. Zebra orange and dairy cows, awesome. Yeah, see, all of those ones are kind of. I looked at dairy cows, but I decided against them. But yeah, I've got some cool isopods that will be on the site and some other stuff. You know what it's like. But I'm trying to, like I say, do slightly different to everyone else. I don't want to be competing with all the ant shops that I absolutely love and support. You know what I mean? It's not my aim to compete with them. But if you want to buy from me, then you're more than welcome. Basically. But most of my products, anything that's not coming directly from me, is going to be coming from probably an ant shop that you'd recognise anyways, possibly with one of their business cards and things like that. Dave Shant's beauty sleep is important. Yeah, I know. I look like poop today as well. Can barely keep my eyes open. Yeah, I'm slightly falling apart at the minute, but it will be fine. Yeah, Ryan's really good with his isopods, isn't he? I can't wait to actually meet him properly. He's like a really, really close mate, actually. Really close mate, me and Ryan. He's a good guy. As I am with quite a lot of YouTubers, and well, to be honest, this whole community are absolutely amazing. I love spending time with you. How the hell did his ears look? But how did he do that? How did you do that, Ryan? like that. He did it. He just appears. He's everywhere, isn't he, Mr. Antscapes? Hey, buddy, how are you? Welcome to the stream. It's just me chatting. I got another about 15-20 minutes of just chatting, kind of random stuff. We've talked a bit about the website. We've announced all the winners of the Ant Keeping Awards, so on and so forth. You're a wizard. You're a wizard, Ryan. You're a wizard, Antscapes. Yeah, you know the reference. Let's not get sued. Probably have to pay to say that. I don't know. I know there is some things you're not supposed to say, isn't there? If I say Coca-Cola 50 times, I reckon they'd give me some money. I don't know. Go and drink some Coca-Cola, guys and girls. It's really good for you. It's great for your stomach lining and great for your teeth, you know. Look at me. So, yeah, you might see Coca-Cola ads poking up occasionally in the future just to see if I can get some money out of them. That'd be amazing. But no, I'm only messing. I won't do that. Maybe I'll do that. I can't even remember what we were talking about 5 minutes ago, so I can't remember what we were talking about when we mentioned you, Ryan. Isopods, that's it. I've been saying I've only had a few hours sleep. I'm absolutely knackered, so as it's only me tonight, Aesthetic Ants couldn't make it. I will be going at about 10:30. We're going to have a duck race in a minute, buddy. So everyone who has a number, shout it out again now. No one call out new numbers. And then in a minute, we'll all call out the new numbers of what's not been picked. Oh, screw it. Everyone just pick a number. Let's see. We've got 8 people in the chat. We're setting up for 8 people. Right? 8 ducks. Right. I'm going to go 9 ducks. Just because why not? And we're going to go for 15 minutes. That is one long duck race. And again, there is no prize on this, but I promise when my shop is up and running, I will be doing some prizes more often, more regularly, because we love prizes, don't we? Let's be honest. We love giving away prizes. I do. Especially if it's something I can give away. That's awesome. And Ryan, if you haven't seen yet, check out my website, buddy. Sign up onto it and all of that lot. Check it out. Tell everyone to check it out. That'd be really helpful for me. Just get it out there, buddy. That'd be amazing if you would do that. And I know you probably will because you are an amazingly awesome guy. Dave has 4, so someone else. Yeah, I know. Jazz, you won last time, didn't you? That was awesome. Right, we are set. You've got 2 minutes left to call out your numbers if you haven't already. We've got Ants England at 1, Jazz at 5, Ants Ramblings at 4, Anti Matters at 6, Antscapes at 2. There's got to be more people here. Dave's Ants, that sounds really cool. If you want to do a 6-foot tank, that's going to be really, really cool. Arid environments are really hard to sort of pull off. You can ask Antscapes about that. But if you do need any help or advice, either come to me or Ryan and we will sort you right out, buddy. If you need bioactive cleanup crews and stuff like that, give it a few more days or a week and the website shop will be up and running. You can get all your bioactive crew and everything through me if you want to. But don't feel pressurized in any way. We got Dave's Ants at number 4. No, Ant Ramblings is number 4, I'm afraid. What have we got left? We got 1, 2, 3. So we've got 3 is left. 7, 8, and whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9. Yeah. 7, 8, 9, and 3 are currently available. So Dave's Ants, you can be number 3, okay? Right, let's get this going. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So anyone left can have either 7, 8, or 9. Oh, Antscape, that sounds really interesting actually. If you can send me some of like your findings, or just let me know what you found, buddy. Or save it until I get you on the stream and then you can tell everyone. But I want to know that. You know I need to know that. That's the sort of thing I need to know. I will get back to everyone on Discord and on the other platforms when I finish streaming. It's really hard to do both because, again, it's just using more internet. And it's hard to follow all the different chats. I'm confused enough tonight. Let's not go. let's not poke the bunny, as they say. Do they say that? I'm from Portland, and they have a thing about saying bunnies and rabbits from Portland. You're not allowed to, basically. So poking the bunny, let's not poke the bunny. Okay, Antscapes, that's interesting. So is that the sort of thing you're going to have to keep replacing? Like you need top-ups and nutrient boosts as such? So far, number 2 is out in front. Antscapes, how are you winning as well? Number 4, Chef Duck, has come up on the outside. He's overtaken Bat Duck Antscapes. We've got number 3 on the inside. Dave's Ants is number 3. Reindeer Duck. Number 9's coming up. No one's number 9. Number 9 wants to show he's got stuff still. No one's going to vote for him. He's going to give it his all and prove us all wrong. We've got sort of red, yellow, and blue. What? Fiesta Duck? Should we call that Fiesta Duck? Fiesta Duck has taken the lead. Ryan, did you see my message that I sent you yesterday or whatever about coming back on the stream? If you get a chance to give it a read and send me a little ping back, that'd be awesome. But I know you're just as busy as I am, so no rush, as always, buddy. Waddle, waddle. You're not going to let me know the recipe. Yeah, that's fine. I shall I'll work out. I'll have to still. I'll get someone to do like a spy mission, and they'll work their way into your laboratory and steal the secret recipe, like Mission Impossible. Like come down on a little zip wire and stuff like that. Even that, it would probably just be me knocking on your door, like, please give it to me, Ryan. I need the ingredients. Crying like a little girl. That's all right. To be honest, I'm not too worried. Like I say, it's not about the shop sides for me. I don't plan to be a mainstream shop, if you know what I mean. I like the fact of my subscription service. That, yeah, you know what I mean. That's where I'm going to be. The subscription service, the forum, kind of community aspect of it. I'm not too bothered about selling stuff and making money off it. You know what I mean. Yeah, I've kind of got like images of, Dexter's Lab. I expect most of you are too young actually, but back in the day there was a thing called Dexter's Lab. Yeah, we are a team. Yeah, we are definitely a team. Landscapes. You and me have always been sort of a team. Everything we've done. But yeah, Dexter's Lab is what comes to mind. Where he goes through like 50 million doors. He goes down an elevator and all of this, and yeah, that's kind of what I imagine you're doing with your secret formula. To be fair, for me, it was just trying to get some more. Yeah, that's fair, man. That's fair. You know me, my brain goes a million miles a minute. I get lots of ideas, and I do pretty much everything that comes into my brain. But yeah, like I said, keep an eye on the website because there's going to be lots of new things coming to the website over the next few weeks. I'm currently working on quite a few different projects, as I mentioned earlier. New things, old things, things that have never been tried before. You got to wait and see and keep an eye on the website. But yeah, keep going on the website, chat on the forum. Let's kind of like make this happen, make it a place to be and a place to come for new ant keepers as well. Yeah, I know Antscapes, your dad's been really good for stuff like that, hasn't he? That's really handy. I love my plants. I wish I had someone kind of guiding me with plants. I've lost many plants over the years. Not like I lost them, like I knew where they were, but they died. If I had lost a plant, I'd be sort of worried we got a Lord of the Rings situation. See, I will say, Ryan, Landscapes Ryan, my excuse me, my Murano Plus bicolor are in an arid environment. Have you ever noticed how well they're doing? But that again, like you say, that was sort of a experimental mix that I was trying, but it does actually work really well. It holds the humidity well, but it doesn't. It's not wet. It just kind of does all the job. Yeah, that tree's called a yeah. See, I do that. I walk around and I do that about all sorts of stuff, and it annoys so many people. I do that to my wife. And then, oh no, the best one is go, oh babe, do you know what that's called? Nah, of course you don't. Ha 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 ha. Oh, hey, Shane. Shane, if you want to be number 7, 8, or 9, you're more than welcome. There's no prize, but it's just a bit of fun. I'm afraid I am going at the end of this race though, because it's just me tonight and I'm going to run out of stuff to say and you're all going to get fed up with me and you won't sign in ever again and that'll be me finished. So I'm going to sign off at about past, buddy. And for anyone else joining the stream. But thank you all for joining me, even though Aesthetic Ants didn't come in the end. But he's unwell and it can't be helped, can it? Let's be honest. But I do appreciate you all coming and join me tonight, just for a little chat, have a look at the website. And we announced the Ant Keeping award winner things. You know what I mean. So yeah, we've had a bit of fun, haven't we? We've had a few duck races. It's been a good night. But don't forget to sign in on Sunday. Sunday's going to be absolutely awesome. We got Ant Arthropods coming on Sunday. If you haven't seen him already, check out the review I did on his leaf cutter ants. They are absolutely insane. So it's going to be awesome to have him on the stream, chatting to him, finding out all about what he's got going on. And then obviously this time next week, we have the open mic night. So don't miss out on open mic night if you want to jump on, chat about anything you want really, advertise yourself, tell us what you've got going on, ask us some questions, whatever you want to do. Send me a little message either now or during the stream and I will invite you on. We can have quite a few people, so it'll be a really good chat. We've got lots of other people booking on at the minute. It's going to get quite busy over the next few months with really interesting people. So don't forget to sign on every Wednesday and Sunday from 8:30 p.m. UK time. And as I said earlier, don't forget, if you haven't already, join my Discord. When we get to 100 Discord members, we've got some massive changes coming to Discord. We've got all sorts of new channels being added, some new emojis, new fun stuff, some quizzes, some games, loads of different stuff coming to Discord server. It's just going to be a much more fun and awesome place to be. So jump in now and help us reach that 100 and speed up the changes. Don't forget, obviously, sign up to my newsletter. It's completely free. Bit of reading material whilst you're sat there on the toilet or whatever. They say what's wrong with reading about ants. It has your nuptial flight. It has a little blog about what I've been getting up to in the ant corner. And it has your general news and the updates that I've managed to find from around the ant keeping community. So yeah, sign up for that. It's completely free. Why not? It's over email, so it comes straight to your phone and you can just sit there whilst you're on the toilet, have a little flick and read through. And of course, don't forget to keep checking the website, because the website's going to be updated daily with new information, new bits and bobs going up there all the time. It's going to be pretty awesome. Yeah, I did know that you were going to do build services landscapes. I think you told me that, or someone told me that you were going to do build services driven. So that's really intense. So anyone that wants a bioactive build done, go to Antscapes and they'll sort you out for that. Maybe you'll have to send people my way for other stuff, and I'll send your people your way for that sort of stuff. We'll work something out between us, I reckon. You and me are good like that, ain't we? And of course, I want to say a thank you to all my Patreon supporters. We have Antimatters, Kevin Rogerson, and Jason Walker as my Patreon supporters. We also have Answer Us for supporting the Picnic Table live stream. If you haven't yet checked out Answer Us, I highly suggest you do. He sells all sorts of awesome ants from all around the world at a really good price as well. His level of care is really high quality, and really I can't second guess him on anything he's ever done. He's been brilliant all the time for me. So yeah, check out his website. if you need some good ants, some exotic ants, see what he's got in stock. And if you haven't found what tickles your fancy there, check out the ant lady as well, because she has some slightly different stock, all sorts of other stuff that Chris hasn't got on Answer Us. So check out the ant lady store. Right, last 8 seconds. Here we go. They're all making that final push. We got the pink duck out in front. Everyone's coming out. Everyone's coming out. Number 7. Number 7. No one was number 7. No one was number 7. All of that and nobody even won. Right, let's have a quick 30-second one. Race again. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. How many people were in it? 12 people. We're going to start. If you want a number, call it now. Go. Let's hope we actually get a proper winner this time. If it's a number that's not called, I'm just going to say that I won. I won the race for once. Right, here we go. Number 10. Anyone number 10? No. Right, I won that one. Right, I am going to go. I am going to turn off the stream in just a couple of minutes. Yeah, that's kind of cheating, man. You can't call a number after the race is finished. Whatever. Right. It was brilliant, guys and girls. Thank you very much for signing on for another Picnic Table live stream. It's been an absolute pleasure again, as always. I love speaking to you all. Please do sign on Sunday where we have our Ants Arthropods, and then sign back on next Wednesday for the open mic night. I'd love to speak to you all properly, get on stream with me and actually have a chat with everyone. Obviously, check me out: Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, the website, just about everywhere now. I think we're even on Twitter now. So check us out. We're literally hitting every platform. We're going to be in your face absolutely everywhere as part of the Answer the Rock team. And I want to say a massive thank you to the whole Answer the Rock team whilst I mention them, because they've all been absolutely awesome and fantastic with keeping up with me and my mad schemes to expand into every part of the world. Or, you know what I mean. It's been awesome. But thank you all for signing on. Check out my website, check out Discord, and as always, check out Patreon if you want to support the streams and channel as well. But I shall say, from me, I'll see you again soon, Ant fans. And thank you all for signing in. I don't normally talk after that, but everyone's saying goodbye. So goodbye, Ant Skates. Goodbye, Welsh Ant Guy. Goodbye, Jazz. Goodbye, Dave's Ants. Goodbye, Ant England. Goodbye, Anti Matters. Goodbye. If I'm missing anybody, Ants Antics, if you're still there. Shane, if you're still there. Jazz, if I haven't said it. I'm sure there's people I haven't said. Goodbye, everybody. I do love you all. You're absolutely fantastic. And I'll be on Discord for the rest of the night until I literally pass out asleep. So you're more than welcome to send me a message. I am here if you need me. I am here for you. And I can't wait to speak to you all again soon. But as always from me, I will see you again soon, Ant fans.